Chapter 1. The Trouble with Tuesdays. Every Tuesday at 10 a.m., the residents of Maplewood Manor gathered in the sunroom for a weekly weather awareness session. It was, objectively speaking, the most pointless activity in the retirement home's schedule. "I don't need a seminar to tell me it might rain," muttered Roger Flynn, a 72-year-old retired history teacher with a collection of socks that outlived 3 wives. "And I certainly don't need someone telling me to wear sunscreen indoors," added Mabel Thorpe, age 70, known for her polka dot dresses, oversized earrings, and tendency to start sentences with, "back in my day." But it wasn't the weather updates that bothered them most. It was the umbrellas. Last month, management had banned umbrellas inside the building. "Too many slippery floors," they said. "Liability concerns." Instead, residents were issued cheap plastic ponchos when it rained. Yellow ones. The kind that made everyone look like soggy bananas. "They've turned us into rubbery fruit," Roger complained. "This is ageism," Mabel cried. "If we were in our 30s, they'd let us bring golf umbrellas, bagpipes, and small horses indoors." So, naturally, they decided to protest. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 2. Planning the Uprising. Their rebellion started quietly. Roger and Mabel met every evening in the library. It smelled like old books and mild rebellion, and was usually empty except for Stanley, a 90-year-old crossword wizard who once beat a nun at Scrabble and considered it his greatest accomplishment. "We need a movement," Roger said, thumbing through a book titled, "Storms and You." "A march?" Mabel asked. "Too risky. Stanley's hip-pops when he stands." Stanley nodded. "Sounds like a castanet." Mabel thought, what if we hid umbrellas around the manor? Everywhere. Tiny ones. Big ones. Rainbow ones. Like an umbrella Easter egg hunt. Roger's eyes twinkled. "An umbrella uprising," Stanley whispered. "I have a contact in the gift shop who can get us mini umbrellas from cocktail drinks." Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 3. Umbrellas everywhere. By the following Tuesday, things had escalated. Umbrellas began appearing in the most unexpected places. Poking out of the vending machine like colorful mushrooms. Hanging from ceiling fans. Folded neatly into the napkin holders in the dining room. Propped up next to the statue of Winston Churchill in the courtyard. As if the great man expected a drizzle. Even bingo night was interrupted when the prize basket turned out to be filled with collapsible umbrellas in animal prints. Management was baffled. "Who is behind this?" they cried. But no one snitched. Roger wore a smug smile. Mabel wore earrings shaped like tiny umbrellas. Stanley had crafted a coded message in his crossword clues. "We shall reign." Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 4. Rain and Resistance. One particularly rainy day, management pushed back. Residents were stopped at the door. And ponchos were handed out aggressively. "No umbrellas," barked Linda, the new assistant director who was rumored to be allergic to fun. Roger, dripping wet, glared at her. "I survived the Nixon administration. I will not be defeated by plastic rainwear." Mabel handed out stickers that read, "Let US dry with dignity." Stanley created an umbrella-themed crossword that went viral on the manor's bulletin board. Across clue 4. "The thing we're not allowed to carry." Rhymes with Cinderella. Linda was not amused. "You leave me no choice," she announced. "If this continues, I will ban umbrellas entirely." Even in the courtyard, a collective gasp echoed across the lunchroom. Mrs. Fernweiser fainted into her tapioca. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 5. The Final Storm. The residents had one chance. They needed to make a statement. Something bold. Something that couldn't be ignored. So, on the first sunny Saturday in June, they launched Operation Umbrellapalooza. At precisely noon, the courtyard filled with music, a very enthusiastic ukulele version of Singing in the Rain, lawn chairs, lemonade, and over 80 umbrellas. Polka dots, paisleys, solid reds, ones shaped like ducks, ones shaped like swords. Umbrellas were opened in unison. Some residents twirled them, some danced with them. One man used his as a cane, then spun it like a ninja. Even the staff stood in awe. Linda marched in, furious. This is against regulations. Roger stepped forward. So is forcing us into plastic ponchos like overcooked asparagus. Mabel added, we're not causing chaos. We're expressing identity through controlled canopy displays. Stanley simply opened his umbrella, saluted, and whispered, for Narnia. Linda looked around. She saw smiles, laughter. Stanley balancing a cocktail umbrella on his nose. She sighed. Fine. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Chapter 6. Umbrella Freedom. The next day, a new bulletin appeared in the dining hall. Notice to all residents. Due to overwhelming participation and 0 injuries, umbrellas are once again permitted indoors, provided no twirling occurs near soup. The courtyard exploded in cheers. That night, Roger and Mabel sat under a large striped umbrella, sipping ginger ale and reminiscing. We didn't just fight for umbrellas, Roger said. We fought for dignity, for dry socks, for joy. Mabel smiled. And we made some pretty great headlines too. She pulled out the local newspaper. The front page photo was of Stanley with 5 umbrellas taped to his walker. Captioned, Seniors stage colorful protest, rain or shine. Blank. Underscore. Blank. Epilogue. A little rain. A lot of laughs. From that day on, umbrellas became a symbol of something greater at Maplewood Manor. The staff relaxed the rules. The sunroom was renamed the Umbrella Lounge. There was even a new mural painted on the cafeteria wall, a group of seniors dancing with umbrellas under a bright, laughing sky. Roger started a monthly newsletter titled The Dry Times. Mabel sold earrings shaped like raindrops at the gift shop. And Stanley? He added a new line to his Scrabble resume. Defeated authority with vinyl and Velcro.